Yo, so being spiritually open does not necessarily mean being spiritually on guard. So, hey, again, Jamal, how you guys doing today? This is the last video. Hope you enjoyed it. There's more to come. Today, we're going to talk about things you can do to protect yourself and protect your energy. Honey, hold on. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. So I'm at home right now. Like, I don't always wear it when I'm at home. I only wear it when I'm out. So I protect my energy. And all, well, so yeah, protect your energy without closing your heart and without like shutting yourself out from everything, because you still need to go out and touch grass. You gotta go touch grass every once in a while, or walk in some grass every once in a while. You gotta ground, you have to be out there and interact with things. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of those things. And honestly, when we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the most obvious one, this one. So wearing crystals, whether it's around your neck, around your head, if you're feeling fancy with it, you want to just be yourself and express yourself authentically, or around your wrist, protecting your energy is really important. Like, I'm even going to show imagery of places you could wear it. Like, for example, one of them is most definitely going to be one of the Anunnaki statues, or Anunnaki tabs, or carvings. Yeah, but with this one though, specifically this, this is something I got from Master Co, and I mentioned this in my spiritual journey so far video. And when you wear rose quartz, because at one point it was just the rose quartz, but when you wear rose quartz as a pendant over the heart, it creates a field within it, like makes your field like more positive. And by that I mean it's like you can already be working on being more positive yourself. However, there are beings and entities outside of you who will send you negative energies. And what the rose quartz will do it'll transmute that negative energy into positive energy. And you do with that what you will. Me being an empath, I've been noticing that I'm just taking it in without even knowing. And let's see, the other one was amethyst, or any purple crystal whatsoever. But in an example, he mentioned amethyst, but we're wearing a purple crystal as a pendant over the heart. What it will do is it will disintegrate the negative energy or neutralize it so that it's just nothing. Like now it's just neutral energy floating around. And admittedly, when I went to get this black one is actually black rose quartz. I didn't know it was a thing. I had to look into it once I learned about it, because I'm like, wait a minute, black rose quartz? And yes, there's a process that rose quartz turns black once it's heated to a certain degree when it's in the ground. Because I immediately thought it was obsidian, and everyone who asks about it, and they'll just assume that it's obsidian. I'm like, no, it's not. So black rose quartz has the same properties as rose quartz. The only difference is that since it's darker, it has more grounding properties. And if you notice in other videos and stuff I've posted on social media, it's actually upside down. I reversed it. But before it used to be like this, but I reversed it because I just felt like, I don't know, it's just like with the energy. I wanted to see how it felt differently. And I'm noticing some differences, but it's still doing the job that I intended for it to do. So one of the things you can do to protect yourself is wearing crystals. Now with this, admittedly, a lot of people have been asking me to make them for them. I have not got around to doing it just yet. It's something I want to do because I don't know, it feels like another way of expressing my own personal authenticity, just creating it. Because I have a staff in mind that I want to make, like, it's not just gonna be a regular staff that I'm walking around with. It's gonna be the same. This same staff might even turn into like a land source field, because I'm gonna learn the bow staff with it. Because I never really learned weaponry when it comes to martial arts. I've always just focused on what I can do with my hands, knees, elbows, and my body in general. So I will be using this staff that I make as a weapon for training and self-defense. If it comes down to it, it's not like I want to be carrying around with it all the time, but yeah. The other one is, like, along with this, is setting energetic boundaries daily. Now, one thing I do with my training and with how my initiation has been going, it's like so this is, honestly, in this video, we're going to talk about Reiki for a bit. This will be a good introduction to it, because it all starts with what you visualize. Everything you visualize has some effect. It's not just your imagination This is real stuff that has real effects that you just don't see. You can't just rule something out as not real or just your imagination when we, as spiritual beings having a human experience, literally see only 0.00365 or something. We literally see less than 1% of what is actually going on around us. And you mean to tell me that our imagination is just our imagination? I think not. So, what I do, and this is something I was taught from learning Reiki and getting my mastery with that, something both of my mentors have also mentioned. It's like literally just visualizing a shield of energy around you, whether it's white, whether it's gold, whether it's green, whether it's pink. Any intention you give for protection and deflection matters. Like, as long as you intend for this to be and do what it's supposed to do, then your shield will do what it's supposed to do. And if you want to have some kind of affirmation, and like I mentioned before in a different video, you can even create your own sigils. Because now in my teachings, when I'm teaching people, I want to encourage them to create their own sigils. So instead of the Reiki symbols that I was taught, I'm in a process of still creating mine. I have yet to finalize what I want them to look like, but I'm feeling the direction I want to go. And all I have to do is draw them out, put them places, or even have it be one of my next tattoos that I do, which I'm definitely going to. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I'm definitely going to use one of these sigils I create as a tattoo, because it's my creation. This is something that I am doing for my protection, my peace, my abundance, my health, like all the positive things. You have a choice. Excuse me, with your intention, what you want to do with your energy. But again, setting energetic boundaries daily. It can be with affirmations, it can be with you visualizing some kind of protective field around you, or it could even be like a flame, a solar flame, like just imagine the sun in a spherical space around you, protecting you from negative energies or things trying to harm you in any shape or form whatsoever. Spiritual hygiene is something we have admittedly been neglecting or unaware of, but more more importantly, spiritual hygiene has been something we have been deconditioned from, especially us. Like, there's a lot of stuff that reference us when you start, especially if you're going spiritual, but it's like, what's the name of this thing? So I was reading it the other day. The letter from King Leopold II to colonial missionaries in 1983. In that document, it talks about how we've been stripped of our spiritual power and protection. And it says a lot more, but I'm going to leave it at that because this video isn't about that document. But we have been deconditioned or reconditioned to not even think about our spiritual hygiene. It's not being paranoid, it's not being crazy, it's not being weird. You brush your teeth, that's hygiene. You wash your body, that's hygiene. You wash your hair, that's hygiene. You do all these different kinds of cleaning mechanisms for the physical body. And you even like take the time to do a juice detox or a water detox or like some kind of fast. You're taking care of the physical body, but what about your energy body? So you have to really rethink how you're doing things when it comes to your hygiene. It's not just physical, it's also mental, because sometimes you'll even do like a social media fast or social media detox so your mental can get right. Everything matters. Like, oh my god, like the fact that so many people always talk about doing like a physical cleanse or a mental cleanse. Not many people talk about doing a spiritual cleanse or energetic cleanse, because the truth of the matter is that is the bottom line. That is the root cause. At the end of the day, everything is energy. So you need to take care of everything, the mind, body, and spirit. You have to take care of your trifecta. And additionally, and this is like really, really important because I'm an empath myself, it's like we pick up energies and we don't even know it. Like we'll like have an interaction with someone and they're like sad or upset, and now we're sad or upset. And it's like some of us who are inexperienced with the like dealing with energies, especially if you're an empath, you'll go like probably a couple days or longer feeling upset and you don't even know why, because you didn't take that opportunity to cleanse yourself. Something else that can help Do I have any on my desk? No, I don't. But there's Palo Santo, there's White Sage, there's honestly even just burning incense. Those are things you can do to like cleanse the energy of your aura personally, and even just your living space. Like the fact that you can literally just burn it, and then in terms of like, hold on, man, I'm starting to get excited and passionate about this. In terms of like even the cleaning your living space, there's the fact that it's not just going to be energetic, it's also going to be physical to a certain degree, because now you're also cleansing the air of any impurities and bacteria, because it's just like you being outside and walking in and sitting down on something, or some food that was rotten that you just forgot to sit there, like that energy is lingering. Like even as something as small as something, not even something as small as something as major as if you have carpet or rugs at home. Like, yeah, you'll wash the carpet or the rug, but like that same space that carpet or rug was sitting at is now just lingering energy unless you do something about it. Because yeah, you can wash the carpet or rug and clean the carpet or rug, but now specifically with rugs, you have to cleanse that space. There's no telling what lingering energies will be there, because you can clean under it and you can clean the rug itself. But what about that space that rug is sitting in? Like energetic hygiene, spiritual hygiene is really important, and if anything, it's probably even more important. No, it is definitely more important than a lot of the other things, because everything else from the mental and the physical all reach back from the spiritual and the energetic side of things, the metaphysical side of things. And another thing, salt baths. Salt baths also help too. And something else you can do to like protect your space, this is something that I did. It's honestly something I still do to this day. Is I use table salt or sea salt. Actually, from using table salt, iodized salt, I'm noticing it's not the same as sea salt. Sea salt is so much more potent. And using sea salt, I'm going to stress that sea salt or even Celtic salt. If you want to use your Celtic salt, like those are two powerful versions of salt, or even pink Himalayan salt. I am going to mention that one last, because with pink Himalayan salt, I am learning some additional things about it that I didn't know before, and I'm not sure how to feel about it being petrified giants. Keep a footnote in that, and I might come back to it and make a video about it. More than likely I won't, because it's, you know what, I might. No, I will. Because now that I mentioned it, I'm going to feel personal obligation to fulfill that for you. So at some point I'll make a video talking about that. Not anytime soon, because I already got literally a script that I'm like glancing back and forth at, and I got other videos that I'm already got lined up that I planned out doing. I want to make sure I finish up these set of videos before I go on to anything else. But anyway, what you can do with the sea salt or the Celtic salt is pour it at your doorway, pour it at your windowsills, pour it at each corner of your space. Like every corner of your, like let's say if you got a house, you'll pour it at one corner, at another corner, at a different corner, and a different corner. And one of those corners just might be in the bathroom. One of those corners might be in the bathroom. Or you just keep it as simple as doing the door and window sills. I'm sure if some of you heard it, it's like, well, didn't they do that in Supernatural? Yes, they did. There is something very purifying and strong about salt that certain kinds of entities do not like and cannot cross. So what you would do is you would sage your space using Palo Santo, using white sage, or any kind of incense and stuff that's for cleaning energy. You would do that first, even if it means like using well, I'm thinking about the thing, but I can't remember. That is crazy. Resin. Even if resin, that's what it was. Even if it's also burning resin, you would do that. Actually, let me talk about it like this first. So first, you'll cleanse the space with the sage or the Palo Santo. Then you would use the salt, because now, you also want to make sure you open doors and windows when you're doing the sage, because whatever energies or entities, they need a way out. So open your doors, open your windows, sage your space, so that those entities, whatever just linger in your space, so they can leave. And then you salt the doorways and window sills, all of them in your space, in your home, in your apartment, And then from there, you close all the windows, close all the doors. And that's when you burn your resins, or, well, depending on the kind of resin you have, because like I'm thinking of the resins that I have, and they have like particular uses for like balancing chakras, balancing energies, attracting money. Like that's the thing, like before you do any kind of things to attract something, you want to clear the space out energetically first. Yeah, so you want to cleanse out the space first, the windows and doors open, and then salt the windows and the doors so that nothing can come in, because everything is now gone, but nothing can come in unless it's something that you do inside of the space, which is attracting like positive things like abundance, love, money, opportunities. This is why like spiritual hygiene is so important. Now that the space is clean, you can attract what you want. Last thing you can do to like protect your energy is to have an evening ritual, something to do before you go to sleep to like have those energies carry that the energies that you carry throughout the day, have those energies go with you as you sleep. Because take this from someone who has not had any nightmares in, what's this, 2019, and am I doing my math right? 6 years. I have not had any nightmares in 6 years. That's because a lot of the training that I did, but I want to really make a video about that because I want to explain that properly, because it's really important. Because yes, all of the emotions are valid that we feel, even the low ones. However, not having nightmares and then also seeing things that would be in a nightmare, and you're honestly, from like my experiences, you're either having a conversation with it or you getting down with it, and it is losing, because you will be beating the shit out of it. I mean, because like once you realize your power, you are him, you are her, or you are they, whichever your pronouns are. You him, you her, you they. So like this stuff is really important. Something you can do, like with referencing Reiki again, is like, even like this is something preliminary, like something I also learned at the beginning. It all involves the chakras when it comes to Reiki, and one thing you can do is, again, visualize a protective shield, or with this other thing, having a dream that felt so like it felt like somebody was trying to, I can't even get the words out, because like I remember this dream and it's like, yo, how do I even describe this? Oh man, you know what, I'm just gonna make that in a separate video, and I'm gonna make it in a separate video because I want to use certain kinds of visuals to describe what this experience was like, because it was intense and I'm not sure how to feel about it. I remember everything about it very vividly, and to be sure I don't miss anything, because it's all coming back to me in this moment. After this video, I'm gonna do a voice recording, so that way I know, like, okay, this is what happened in this dream, this is what we're talking about, these are the kind of visuals I'm gonna find, and blah blah blah. But yeah. So what you're gonna do when you get back on track, because I actually have no idea how long this video has been, and the timer isn't visible at this very moment. So what you want to do is place your dominant hand over your third eye. Now, your dominant hand can be either your left or your right, or it can be either one if you're ambidextrous like me. So what you do is you place that hand over the third eye. You kind of want to hover over. You don't want to like place it on your forehead. You kind of want to just hover over it and feel that sensation. Because with Reiki, your hands have chakras, and your hands are emitters. Your hands both emit things and receive things. Like, for example, when it comes to yoga, the corpse pose, which is actually my favorite pose, you are laying like that on the ground with your palms cuffed lightly like this to receive. And also with some yoga poses, you want to cup your hands like this to receive. That's pretty much it with that. But yeah, you want to hover that hand just right over your third eye. Just feel those sensations too for a little bit. And you want to have an affirmation that goes along with it. I travel safely. I return whole. No entity may feed on my light. And that's all you want to say before you go to sleep. There are multiple ways you can go about spiritual hygiene and spiritual protection, but these are just some of the ways that I've used with my experience, and I'm just sharing those with you. If you got any questions, please don't hesitate. Drop those questions down below in the comments. And also, if you need guidance on spiritual advice, spiritual anything, you can book some time with me. And also, if you're looking for personal training, you can also reach out to me for that, because the bottom line is we must cultivate our minds, our bodies, and our spirit. This has been Jamal, Master Jamal, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, love, and prosperity to you.